In the heart of the valley stands Tenochtitlan, a city of stone, canals, and water, home to hundreds of thousands and among the most advanced places on Earth. Just beyond the lakeshore, 3 CH-53E Super Stallion helicopters descend through the haze. 2 touch down and deploy 42 United States Marines with full combat gear. The third drops a pallet of supplies before all 3 thunder back into the sky. That is all. No backup, no reinforcements. Their mission? Defeat the Aztec Empire. This is only a hypothetical sandbox scenario with no time travel paradoxes. The question is simple. Can 42 Marines take down the greatest civilization in the Americas? Let's find out. On the ground stands a standard rifle platoon, 3 squads and a small headquarters team handling command and coordination. Each Marine carries an M27 infantry automatic rifle or an M4 carbine with about 7 magazines, roughly 210 rounds per man, plus grenades, breaching charges, and 1 M240 belt-fed machine gun that fires 7.62mm rounds at 600 per minute. The gunners bring 900 rounds, and their supply pallet adds 10,000 more rifle rounds, 2,000 for the machine gun, extra explosives, claymore mines, spare batteries, medical kits, and 10 days of food. It sounds like a lot until you see what waits across the lake. The Aztec Empire, capable of fielding 100,000 warriors, each armed with a macuatil, a wooden club edged with obsidian blades, sharp enough to cut through bone. Others carry spears, slings, and bows, wearing quilted cotton armor and wooden shields against rifles and machine guns. It looks hopeless, but numbers can change the story. If the Marines are forced into battle after battle, their ammunition will vanish in days, and so will their power. The city itself is both fortress and trap. Tenochtitlan sits on an island in Lake Texcoco, connected to the mainland by 3 massive stone causeways, each with removable wooden bridges for defense. For a small modern force, those narrow routes are perfect choke points, but once inside the city, escape becomes nearly impossible. Canals slice through neighborhoods. The Aztecs know every bridge and corner, while the Marines are blind to the layout. Scouts and runners would spread word fast. Within a day, the Empire would know exactly where the strangers had landed. By sunset, 500 Aztec warriors would arrive to test them. The Marines fortify their position at the mouth of a causeway, setting machine gun on its tripod, rifles ready. The first charge comes and the M240 roars at full speed, 600 rounds per minute. Rifles join in the thunder. Bodies fall, the causeway becomes a wall of fallen fighters. Shields break, obsidian blades flash. Then silence. Hundreds lie still, but the cost is steep. More than 1,000 rounds spent on day 1. The Marines know they cannot win by shooting alone. They must strike at the heart of the Empire to have any chance. They need to capture Emperor Moctezuma. If they can take him hostage, the Empire may collapse as fear replaces loyalty. There are 3 paths to try. First, a direct assault, fast and violent. Second, a stealth raid, using drones and night vision. Third, deception. Stage a meeting with nobles, then seize the Emperor. If any succeed, the Empire might crumble. If not, the Marines are finished. Logistics becomes their greatest enemy. Food for 10 days and filtered water are fine, but ammunition is the real clock ticking down. 3,000 to 4,000 rounds might vanish in a day of heavy combat. Even with rationing, the supply will last maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Once the bullets end, so does their dominance. Batteries die, drones go silent, and night vision fades. Then they are only 42 men surrounded by hundreds of thousands. By the end of the first week, word spreads across the Empire. Tens of thousands march to the capital. Drums echo, banners rise, and the air fills with war cries. When they attack, it looks like the world ending. The Marines hold the causeways, turning them into killing grounds. Hundreds fall each minute, but the waves never stop. Every belt of ammunition is fed into the gun, as the boxes empty one by one. There are only 3 ways it ends. Best case, they capture Moctezuma alive and rule through his power. A perfect operation with maybe a 1 in 4 chance. Middle case, they seize him, but run low on ammo, ruling through fear for weeks before collapse. A coin flip at best. Worst case, they hesitate. The Aztecs rally, and by day 40, the rifles click empty. Bayonets and rifle stocks become clubs. The Marines are overwhelmed, dragged into canals, remembered not as men, but as demons of thunder and fire. Every decision shapes their fate. Do they destroy the bridges early, or keep them for retreat? Do they save explosives for gates, or use them on reinforcements? Do they rule through fear, or attempt diplomacy? Each choice shifts the odds. One mistake on day 5 could doom them by day 30. Could 42 Marines conquer the Aztec Empire? Maybe, but only on the sharpest edge, with perfect timing, ruthless efficiency, and a captured emperor. They might terrify the empire into submission, but each bullet is borrowed time, and when the last one is fired, the empire will swallow them whole. In the end, they are remembered not as rulers, but as fire-breathing spirits, feared for weeks, then gone, a legend whispered for generations. And that leads to the next question. Could 42 Marines conquer ancient Rome?